Hey everyone. Hey, welcome back. Yeah, thank you so much for being with me. I know I took some time off. I had a lot of things going on. I just wanted to give you guys an update. So, a couple months ago, um, I went. I was basically putting most of my life on hold because I was finishing up my doctorate. I'm still in the same program, so it's still taking time. However, I noticed that I was letting myself go a little bit. Couldn't do a lot of physical things. And when I was playing with my kids, I knew that I was out of shape, and I was my lab work was pretty alarming to my doctor, and so therefore we came up with a plan on how to get me a little bit healthier. Um, so my goal with my doctor, basically was get into a healthier lifestyle and go from there. The lab works on as well. So I decided to set myself a goal of losing 20 pounds. Okay, so I went from 200, um, and then I want to also be able to get fit as well too. So doing the simple stuff, like push ups, sit ups. Those were the easy things I could do. Um, I decided to give that a try. Now you may have seen my videos. Like day one, like 100, or day two of 100, right? You see me. At first, I couldn't even do 20 push-ups at one time. I couldn't even do 20 sit-ups, right? I was really struggling. But hey, guess what? 3 months later, maybe 4 months later, I don't know, day whatever of 100. Good news. I was able to lose the 20 pounds, and I was able to do the 100 push-ups. I could probably do 100 push-ups right now straight in a row. Sit-ups, I cannot do 100 in a row right now. I can do probably 50. Um, and I'm going to still work through it as well too. I'm just continuing. Uh, I work with my doctor and a nutritionist, which is totally awesome. I gotta say, my experience with the nutritionist is amazing. It's it's not just coming up with like what to eat. Like these are the meals that you need to eat. Get a little bit changing in your diet. It's more of like rewiring the brain to eat more healthy. Be more mindful of what you're eating, and be more mindful of when you eat and how you eat, um, and why you eat. So it's all the reasonings behind what food is that it took so long to rewire my brain and um, get myself into a better place. So yeah, I mean, it was also almost like therapy, you could say. So which is awesome, like and then I also added in the additional stuff, and we worked towards my strength as well too. So like one thing that we discovered during our meetings was that I have an adventurous type of lifestyle, right? I like to try new things and try different things. So we decided to make my food experience an adventure. So like eating fruits and vegetables, right? I don't like to eat the regular fruits and vegetables. I'm not a big fan of, oh, you have to eat a salad, right? I tried that during the time. It wasn't exciting, and I got bored of it. But I do like, a little bit more of the exotic food, and so one thing that I did to change my eating habits was basically whenever I'm feeling, like a huge need to eat, or I want to eat like a bad type of food, like going like Popeyes or whatever, or eating a huge steak or ribs, right? I don't do that anymore, because there's actually this one food that I love to eat, um, so much, and that one food, right? It's durian. I love durian so much. I don't know what you guys know what it is, but let me put it into the picture here, into my little background, and then I'll show you what it is. Right? Yeah, one second here. So screen capture, just to get what it is. Here and let me just paste it right into my. All right, there you go. Yeah. So anytime I have a craving, anytime I want something to eat really really big, I get durian, because durian is a lot of fat. It's high calorie. It really satisfies me, and it has such a pungent, odorous type of taste, right? It almost like burns my mouth when I eat it. It's almost like eating. a uh, an overdue, ripened, past ripe onion. It's like, ugh, gets ya. I like it. So for me, it's like, I was just eating away at it and eating spicy food too. Like, that's my personality. That's who I am. So yeah, so we worked out that plan, and now anytime I need a snack, I just eat a durian. Uh, it's awesome. I get to eat what I love, and at the same time, it's healthy for me. It's not eating carbs. It's not eating, saturated fats. It's not eating processed food because this is a plant. Just eating like plant food. Anyway, so yeah. So I just wanted to give you guys that update. I also wanted to get more physical as well too, right? So just doing a push-ups and sit, that's fine. But I also wanted to do some of the arm bands and work bands and some exercise bands, right? I got some of those as well too that I can just do regularly or stretching while I'm watching TV. But one thing I also wanted to hold myself accountable was to take Wing Chun. The reason why I chose Wing Chun is that I took Taekwondo before, and I liked it. However, it it, um, it felt more like point scoring. I wanted to see something that's done a discipline that I could use. I was more like self defense type of discipline, and Wing Chun, um, it has an entire kind of like philosophy behind it, rather than just teaching class and exercising and doing the moves. Right? There's an entire history behind it. And I love my seafood. It's pretty seafood Jasper is awesome. Um, and yeah, so I go. I only go once a week. To be honest, I can go more if I wanted to, but you know what? I think once a week is good enough for me right now, just because of the schedule that I have, and like I just don't want to do more, too much. So yeah, so I do Wing Chun um, once a week, and I work out at home. And yes, so I'm still doing my schoolwork. So yes, a lot of things are still going on in my life. Uh, but yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a health update. I know I'm sorry that I haven't been posting any videos for too long. I'm trying to get back into it as well too, and share my experience with you guys and what I love. But I just wanted to give you guys a health update that I'm getting healthier, and you know what? This isn't the end of it, right? Because I built all these habits now that it's just going to live with me for the rest of my life, right? It's not. I didn't just do a diet. I didn't just set my goal of losing 20 pounds and be done with it. I originally my mind thought like that, but when I work with my nutritionist, it's more like uh, building a lifestyle, building habits, and now I just eat vegetables as part of my normal eating style, and my craving is now fruits, or at least durian. I sometimes a little jackfruit too, but I can't find jackfruit too often in the ripe state that I want it to. Most of the jackfruit that I see uh, at the H Mart is it's just the unripened one. And it's hard to wait because if you wait and you bring it home and you let it ripen it can't really because they already cut into it. Um, so anyway, so yeah, so my go-to thing now. Another thing I've changed is also I've eaten a lot of fish as well too. Um, you know, I try to get the one that's on sale, and just like tilapia is a great one. Um, this week I get amberjack. I don't know exactly what that is, but I watched like YouTube, like read the fishmonger, and he had amberjack on there. I'm like, let's give it a try. No scales, soft bones, so easy to eat. I like that. So yeah, I do a lot of tilapia because that's like seems to be the more readily available, affordable type of fish, right? Like I salmon I get every once in a while, but like with salmon being like 10.99, 11.99. Sometimes I can get it for 8.99. That's great. But that's a little bit out of my price range. So I go with tilapia, which is only like say 3.99. Or even when it's on sale, it's 2.99. Now I buy the fish whole, so like it's a lot cheaper than if I was to buy it filleted, right? So I have to kind of fillet it myself. Kind of have to descale it. But then I learn how to cook it as well too. So I like to do like a little bit of a deep fry kind of thing. But if I wanted to get away from that and eat a little bit more healthy, I could just bake it. Um, and put it in like an air fryer to make the skin a little crispy and pretty awesome. Yeah, I don't do too much. I can go into more details on the type of ways that I prepare the fish, but I don't go into it too much. I just get this regular um, the sauce that I use, just like like chili oil, to make it a little spicy, a little soy sauce to give it a little saltiness to it. I get a little soy sauce. I'm sorry, soy sauce, and then oyster sauce. Oyster sauce little sweetness, soy sauce for the salty, chili oil for the pepper taste, and that's about it really. I think, what yeah, and maybe a little sesame oil to give the oil, so this way it'll crisp up the skin and the bones and stuff like that I can eat. So yeah, I like that. That's my thing. So thank you so much for coming back to visit. I know I haven't made any videos, but I will continue making more videos, um, which will be centering around my passion, which is saving money, finding deals online, and maybe even like thrifting and stuff like that. So especially for kids stuff. So anyways, there you go. So thank you so much for joining me, and thank you very much for sticking along. Have a good day.